Hi, thanks for using my court coach. My name is Tate and I will be your instructor as we go over the responsive declaration to request for order, which is form FL-320. Now, one of the handy things about this form is that it has right here a link to another form which gives instructions and a guide on how to fill this out. Now, when you're filling this out, you're going to write the hearing date, the time, and the department or the room. And what I encourage you to do is go ahead and click this or right click it to open it up into a new tab just like that. And this will give you some instructions on how to fill out this form. Now what you're going to find is that it will be important for you as you fill this out to have the FL-300 form, the original request for order form that was filed in court. You're going to want to have that handy. And I'll show you why. The reason is because in the FL-300 form, it has various numbered paragraphs, and these paragraphs match the paragraphs on the responsive declaration for order. The other thing is you'll want to pay attention to what issues are being addressed in the request for order, because those are the issues that you are going to address in your responsive declaration to request for order. So if restraining order, for example, is not, that box is not checked in the request for order, you're not going to check it here. If child custody or visitation is not at issue in the request for order, you're not going to check these boxes here. Same with all of these issues. So you are only going to check the boxes and address the issues that were brought up in the FL-300 form, the request for order form. And you'll note in the request for order, these paragraphs are the same. So request for order, paragraph 1 is a restraining order information, same with the responsive declaration. Paragraph number 1 is restraining order information. And that holds true all the way down the line on all of these issues. Child support, spousal support, property control is paragraph 5. And you'll see that is true here as well. Now, when you're filling this out, you need to have a plan. You need to know what it is you want. You can either, on each issue, you can either consent to the order requested, or you can consent to like a lesser order, or you can say you do not consent to part of the order, but you consent to a different part of it. Or you can say that I consent to the following order, where you're saying, look, that's fine that if the court makes an order on this issue, but I don't want the court to make an order as requested by the other party. Here's what I would like to see happen on this particular issue. And you can do that on each of these. It's the D box right here. I do not consent to the order requested, but I do consent to the following order. Now, on some of these, you'll see that this form is not enough, that you are going to also have to fill out another form, such as an income and expense declaration. Anytime there's an issue regarding money, that's something you're going to have to fill out and file. Now, as we scroll down and we see paragraph 10, this is where we input the facts to support your responsive declaration, and you're going to write the facts right here. If this is not enough room, you can, of course, attach an attachment, which, as you've seen in other videos, is the MC-025 form that you can attach to this. And the court does not want this to be longer than 10 pages. Now, looking at the info form, this tells you that there might be some other forms that you're going to have to use to attach to the responsive declaration. For example, if custody is an issue, child custody, you might have to use these forms, the FL-105 or the 311 or 312 or 341 forms. All of these forms are addressed in other sections of this course, and I recommend that you go ahead and look at those. For example, the income and expense declaration, we go over that in another section, and you're going to want to look at that section as well. So this should cover it. It's pretty easy. You just tell the judge what it is you want and why you want it. Now remember that these boxes, these are about what you're asking for, what it is you want. Not why, but what you want. Box 10, this is where you explain the why you want what it is you're asking for. Of course, always date it, print your name, sign, and you are done. Hope that helps. I wish you good luck.